It's your boy Codehova from Fly Combinator. We're moving on. We're pimping swift. We're going to talk in this video about structs. We're moving on to what we call name types. And name types are going to be like objects that contain properties, which are also known as members, and they also contain behaviors. They also contain functions. So basically, these are objects that we create on our own that have properties and also functions of their own. So it's like, think about it like all the things we learned before, like ints, strings, doubles, Boolean values. We could bring all these things together, create our own objects, our own creations, and it's going to be its own type. So let me just show you what's up. All right. So let's create a struct and let's call it dope boy. All right. And so we use this keyword struct, and then we name whatever we want. We give it a name, an identifier for what this struct object is going to be. So in the future, it's going to be like, excuse me. So let's give it a few properties. All right. We're going to give it a let. We're going to give it a constant of government name. All right. And we know that this is going to be a string. And we're saying that it's going to be a constant of a government name because, I mean, you know, in the U.S., man, once you're born, they're going to give you a birth certificate. You do that, and it's going to be a hell of a lot of work to get your government name changed. So let's just keep it simple, all right? So the government name is a constant, and we'll say that the street name is a variable, so that could be changed in the future. And let's give it a function too. So it's just like how we would declare a function outside of a struct, just in the code itself. So we're going to give it that keyword func, and we're going to say pitch, solicit. How about solicit? All right, solicit. And this dope boy is going to say, I got soft, I got hard, my name is street name. What is it that you... Alright. So we have that one function, and then we also have one constant variable, one constant value and one variable value. So how do we create a dope boy? So if you remember how we created an array of strings, it's just like we do this, right? So with this, we are initializing a new array of strings value. So with a dictionary, dictionary. So this is creating a dictionary, initializing a value where it's going to be a dictionary with a key of strings and values of integers. So let's say this one's going to be dope boy. All right. So what you do, it's very similar. You just write dope boy, and then you do the open parentheses. And as you can see, it's saying that it's missing arguments for the parameters government name and street name. So all you got to do is just double click that. You can just press enter when you're typing it out. So for the government name, damn, what is Cube's name? All right, time to use Google. Time to be real with y'all. Ice Cube. All right. O'Shea. All right, his name is O'Shea Jackson. And then his street name is Cube. So we have this. Let me run this. We have a dope boy value now. So what we could do is, let's say dope boy dot government name, dope boy dot street name. And this is something where we are accessing the properties of this struct value. So if I run this, we'll see on the right in the value console that we are able to access the member property, be it a constant or a variable. So if I wanted to say print doughboy.gov, all right, print doughboy.street. If we ran this, we're going to see that O'Shea Jackson, these properties of this struct, is able to be called out. All right. So what can we now? Let's access a function. So we'll say doughboy.solicit, and if we run it, we'll see that it says, I got soft, I got hard, my name is Cube, what is it that you need? So that is a struct. And just for reference sake, a struct is a name type that's also a value type. We're going to learn something about classes in a future section. Classes are reference types. You might not know what a value type and a reference type is. We're going to dig into that in the future. But just know that this is a value type. And when these are what you should use when you're working with data on your apps. Yeah, man. Just thinking about it now, it might be a little advanced right now. Let's just talk about structs. Let's talk about what you could do with them. And this is the introduction to structs. We're going to continue pressing on this name type. It's your boy Codehova, Fly Combinator. Let's get it.